Give me a few seconds to set up. I am a 57-year-old woman trapped in a 25-year-old's body. It's real. Can y'all hear me loud and clear? Y'all, guess where I got this from? Really? Be more. I'm sorry, no judgment today. I got this from Knowledge, y'all, from the music store in New Orleans. You know, use this for later. Anybody 18 and under? Raise your hand. This book changed my life, y'all. Any Christians in it? Like real Christians, not play Christians. Will y'all be upset if I say the P word? No. Oh, great. This book right here, we're gonna talk about it later. It's called In Search of Good Pussy. Yeah, I know. What? Don't be deceived. And these my shades for the haters. Y'all, I was in the airport. Well, I found a free book, a free bag. It says, read black books, share black stories, respect black voices. I like it. This feels like a show and tell. Alright, let me be for real. Alright. Don't judge me for reading on my phone, because I judge people for reading on their phone. But this is my first. Stop laughing, y'all. We're not gonna get through this in time. Please. First, I would like to thank God for being who He said He would be in my life. That means clap. Y'all know to say that to Jesus. God. All right. First, I want to say y'all look good, and it feels really good to be here. This is my first time presenting poetry, like you said. People know me for freestyling and like rapping, but I was really a poet first, honestly. I want to thank Craig and Crystal for curating and cultivating flower beds for us natives in the creative community, because without you all, we would not have a place to call home. Now, some of you may know me, some of you will soon know me, but I go by the acronym Quame, stands for Quality Unmatched Above Madness Everywhere. My first home is Columbia, South Carolina. Raleigh is my home, has been my home for 1 year, and we'll see what happens after this. So y'all first started performing as a child with my cousins. We would all get together, we would practice our dance moves in the living room, in our room, and then we would drag our parents to the living room to watch us perform. So that's where it all started. I didn't start writing until I fell in love with books. My favorite book series thus far is by Sister Soldier. If you know, you know. Great. My favorite is A Deeper Love Inside and the Midnight series. So this evening, I'm going to use my words to dance with you all. So follow me because I want to show you. Mom, I'm just laughing at me. You're my mama now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, we're going to start with a little song. Pass the mic like I passed the peas. I want some grits and eggs and some collard greens. Pass me the mic with the mac and cheese. I want some sweet potatoes, rice and lima beans. Now watch me do my thing while I do my thing. Do my thing while I do my thing. Watch me do my thing while I do my thing. This is called My Ode to Literature. I like to think my mind is like a literary device with poetic emphasis. I'm a melodic temptress with metaphorical hues highlighting allegorical shades of blues, and sometimes my hidden figure illustrates confusion, eluding true illusions, albeit alliterations appear apparent above arrogant admissions. Therefore, I walk with euphemisms, stepping towards sensitive steepness. And in comparison, some let their egos taunt and distract us with hyperboles to seem more powerful than not. But your irony foreshadows flashbacks personifying symbolic juxtapositions. Your style embedded with anagrams, very anthropomorphic of you, placing value where it does not belong. But who am I to judge you? Because I'm writing this as an ode to literature in hopes that my colloquialism motifs. I took a few weeks to prepare for today. My goal was to go to different new places and find inspiration. One of the places I found the most inspiration in was at the North Carolina Museum of Art. It's around the corner from me, I didn't even know. please explore your neighborhoods, because you could be sitting next to a gold mine. Like, seriously, you wouldn't even know it. Anyways, my favorites were the permanent expositions that took the viewer through different parts of the world during the BC era and up into the 20th century. Each exhibit collected pieces that reflected human activities like our ancestors' artworks, womanhood in society, and ceremonies for the dead. It reminded me that it was okay to be human, and that my actions as a living, breathing human today are so important and so valuable that the humans that will come thousands of years after me will think that what we did in our day-to-day life was so important that they need to collect, assess, and keep our ideas we have for our tomorrow to use to understand their today. So remember, you was kind, you was smart, and you was important. This is called Dreams of Motherhood. You know, sometimes when I see women with their children, I'm curious about, like, what's motherhood for you? Seriously. Like, did you plan your child? You know, was the child a happy mistake? And that's okay. Or do you hate all of your children? And that's fair. Be for real, that is fair for you. Sorry, I have dark humor, sorry. That's why I'm wearing all black, you'll get it later. Or do you hate all your children? No, seriously. So, you know, sometimes I wonder how would it feel for me, you know, my experience with motherhood. I ask myself, like, what would be our daily routine? What would we eat? Who would I trust enough to bring around my children? And what type of relationship do I want my children to have with their father? I took some time and think, honestly, I think my answers would change based on how I feel every day. So, yet, when I asked myself what type of woman would I want my daughter to be, I immediately saw my reflection, and that really scared me because I want her to be perfect. But truth be told, we all know that she will always, almost be perfect, and that's just a feeling that I felt when I saw myself. So, to all my daughters in the audience, I would like to share a few lessons that I've learned in my first quarter century of living with you that I will share with my daughter. Ready?
Yes.
1, always respect yourself first in all areas of life. 2, I contemplated whether or not I should say this, but I do not want to hear you come out your mouth and say, help me not have a big heart. Because first of all, you shouldn't be around people that know how to hog tie people. For real. What are you doing around people? What are you doing around people that know how to hog tie people? Got him. Got him. That was a joke. Anyway, share your heart with the world, but remember to leave a little piece for yourself on the side. Even if it's a mustard seed, save it. You're going to need it for later. 3, give yourself the same grace that you give the characters in your favorite movies, books, music videos, TikToks, and TV shows. 4, recognize that change is an opportunity to redefine your character, a chance to customize the new era in your life. 5, this is the most underrated, but you need to make sure that you have a connection with a God. And I promise you it is okay if your God's name changes throughout your lifetime. Take that. Because at the end of because at the end of the story, at the end of the day, women like you will be responsible for saving the world, like Isis saved Osiris, and like, you know, the Virgin Mary gave birth to Jesus. So please be mindful when you're raising the next generation. Now a message to my sons. Oh, black boy. Y'all, see?
Oh, black boy.
I'll just play. Oh, black boy. America's most favored and most hated. I'm going to start off by doing you a favor and not starting your story all sad, because there's nothing sad about your existence. Do not listen to them people, they lied to you. The same thing I want to tell you is the same thing I told your sister. But you must recognize that there is a difference between the two. The world is going to expect, can y'all hear me? The world is going to expect things out of you that they know that you do not have. And the world is going to take things from your sister that they know that she does not know that she has. So, when you're feeling overwhelmed, take my words I've shared with you and use them to give yourself a very big hug, because you're smarter than you know, you're stronger than you know, and you're braver than you know. And most importantly, you have no clue how much mommy loves you. form of pride. I'm doing so serious. A young man came to share office space with me one afternoon, and we complained about how busy we were with today's task. And somehow we started talking about health, and after our conversation, my vibe was just off for the day. I just wanted to rest in my bed and curl up crying for the rest of the night. He told me he was a single father of two, and he just completed his chemo treatment for his stage 4 cancer. He began crying because he shared with me that he only plans his life for the next 3 months at a time. Because he never knows when the cancer is going to show up and return for him. So this is for him. My superpower is hiding disappointment and sarcasm. My superpower is having unrealistic expectations of life. My superpower is in my unhealthy relationship with independence. My superpower is in my stereotype. And they all have a home in my heart. Mi casa es su casa. So I want to show you around. My home is in the crevices of eagle wings. My home is in the devil's nightmares. My home is in the side of your faith that you have not accessed yet. My home is in a part of African slavery, history before slavery. My home is in what makes babies laugh. My home is in the Big Bang Theory. My home is in all of your questions. My home is in your manifestation. My home is in what makes the fat lady sing. My home is in my belief system. My home is in my secret keeper. My home is in you have 6 more months to live. My home is in the dead man's tears. So if you see me crying, please pass me by, because I'm at home, home sweet home. But everywhere I go, they want to challenge me. I'm just trying to be the best that I can be. So I'm going to do like Muhammad Ali, and I'm going to float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. Float like a butterfly, sting like a bee. You know, he had his dad's style, you know, menthol cool. A cool breeze to help me breathe better. He makes breathing memorable for me. He's hot. His daddy's wisdom carried him through the unspoken rites of passages like the African strutting along the Sahara Desert. But his father's words got lost in translation over generations, and the young man never understood that beholding a woman's essence is a sacred ritual between the uninitiated and the prudent. So in his reality, he hated her because he knew that he was inadequate, and he also knew that she had everything that he needed to be king. She's like a quartz, very strong but difficult to shape. She's a bona fide tool maker like the American Indians. He was even able to make a home in her clay pots and print with corn to add a little tint of magic. But he was unable to create for himself, so he killed every little Indian that could. But what he didn't know is that she was a survivor, left to tend to the sick and bury the dead. So now we're going to talk about this book, In Search of Good Pussy, Living Without Love, the real truth about men and their relationships. And so I just want to read like the first 2 paragraphs. Is that okay? Then I'm going to wrap. I'm done. Okay? All right. In Search of Good Pussy is an explicit, personal, social, psychosocial perspective defining what makes men tick, specifically what makes black men tick. And through a historical periscope, the personal, social, political, cultural, economic conditions of the black men are viewed. The reader is able to observe how these conditions and their effects have catapulted the black man from a place in time beginning 350 years ago in America to a landing in the very same place 350 years later. I want to, share this book with anybody who wants to understand the black man in their lives a little bit better, okay? And if you really want to talk about it, let me know. I like to go back and forth. I'm going to wrap this up. I want to end it with a group affirmation.
Okay.
We're going to go back and forth.
Okay.
Repeat after me. A friendly reminder.
A friendly reminder.
My protection is my weapon.
My protection is my weapon.
No more pulling roots.
No more pulling roots.
Because that cuts off my lifeline. My intuition is my survival instinct.
My tuition is my survival instinct.
And most importantly, I am a weapon. Actually, let's really important, okay? I'm gonna say I am, then y'all repeat after me. I am
I am
a walking hieroglyph.
a walking hieroglyph.
Thank y'all so much. You can find me on Instagram at Chanel, CHANNEL_Quame, QUAME. Period. Woo!
Y'all give it up one more time.
Hey, girl. That was very good. One more time, one more time, one more time. Make some noise for Quame. She gonna make her exit soon. I thought she was gonna come in here doing like. I just knew that was gonna be. That's fine. You can do it.